Sup, homies? We doing this. Yeah. Today, quads and glutes to start. My favoriteest, laziest quad stretch. It's taking me a while to get down here. Oh. So, take your leg, pull it back, pin it on the ground, and then just hang out there for a while. Okay? Foot cramp. All right? So, when you're in that position, try and hollow your ribs, move the hips around a little bit, and you will find a lot of different stretches, kind of like between your knee and your hip, and then on the inside and outside of the hip, okay? So one more time, grab, set, and then watch a movie, okay? But not a long movie because we got other stuff to do, obviously, okay? So you should get a pretty awesome stretch to that quad there. Just be mindful of the ribs and kind of squeezing the butt cheek on that side, okay? Glutes. We kind of talked about this guy last week, I think it was. So we bring the back knee up to block that hip, okay? Or block that foot so it can't slide back around. And then I just want you to think about trying to sit that butt back at 45 degrees. Okay? And then once you're kind of sitting in that position, you should feel a pretty awesome stretch. Should be all glutes, okay? If you want to get a bit deeper, go onto your elbows. You can sit back a little bit more. And then just think that the farther you kind of shift over to the side and the more that knee starts to work across your body, the bigger the stretch is going to get to that hip. Just make sure that as you do it, you're not letting that foot start to slide back here because then you're just kind of not really getting more of a stretch. You just feel like you're getting deeper, okay? Yeah, we'll go for about 45 seconds to a minute on that side. Or just kind of spend as much time as you feel like you need to, really just kind of sitting back through that to try and find the nicest stretch possible, okay? And there we have those. First movement is the bent press, not to be confused with a bench press, okay? Bench press, Barrett has talked about in some of his strongman classes, okay? So for that, this is ideal with the kettlebell. You can still do it with a dumbbell, okay? So you are starting in your front rack position. Your one leg, opposite leg is pointed away. You are going to screw yourself into the dumbbell, and then you're going to hinge sideways and press up, and then stand up, and then bring it back down, okay? So you kind of almost think of like a snatch balance, where you're trying to keep the kettlebell, the dumbbell at the same height. Back up, okay? So I have 12 of those as a rep range per side. Let the weight choose how many reps you're doing, okay? Let's just make sure that you're keeping it under control. It's not a speed movement. You're moving slowly and controlled, all right? So if you do 3 and you're like, holy cow, these are really tough, then just stop at 3 or 4. That's fine, okay? After that, we're doing a tabletop hold. So we get you down into that bottom position. We're gonna point your fingers back. Oh, and then squeeze your shoulder blades back and push your hips up. Okay? We're holding that for 15 to 20 seconds. Okay? We are doing 3 sets back and forth between the bench press and the tabletop hold. All right? The tabletop hold sneaky. Have fun. All right. To go with that, we're doing a 20-minute AMRAP today. We're starting off with 5 flights of stairs. If you do not have stairs, then you can just go have some popcorn and watch everybody that does. Just kidding. You'll need a box or a stair, and you're going to do 8 step-ups for every flight. So if you're doing math, I think that means that you'd be doing 45. No, 40. Okay? 40 step-ups to go with the 5 flights of stairs. Then we're doing 30 clamshell sit-ups, all right? So your feet are sole to sole. Open up the ribs. Back up at the top. Touch your feet. 30. Then we go into a 30-second front plank. Squeeze the butt. Keep the ribs hollowed. Don't want to see any of these ones. Okay? And then we go into 30 kettlebell swings. If you have a kettlebell, we're just doing Russian swings. If you have the ceiling space, by all means, you can do a full swing. It's up to you. Okay? You just have a dumbbell. You can do these guys, or you can hold by the bottom. I find this is a bit more natural. However, you can throw it really easily. Okay? Then we'll go into another 30-second plank. Okay? And then 30 one-arm thrusters. So we're up into that front rack position, full squat, overhead. If you want to alternate arms each time, you can. It's up to you. Okay? We're going for 20 minutes, you guys. You can push this one pretty good. Those 30 seconds of planks are going to let your heart rate come down a little bit, so you can kind of recover a little bit as you go through, going into the harder movements. All right? That's all for today. Get out there. Have fun. Do the fitness. See you tomorrow.